Hey, welcome back. I'm your host, Crazy Nate, and today we are talking about another part of Disney that died.
Leave me alone to die.
Normally I talk about something like this on the second channel because we're more laid back. Clearly I'm not using a script that I spent weeks working on. I'm just kind of speaking off the top of my head, which is dangerous when you have ADHD, but we're gonna try it anyways. I think I might have even mentioned Disney Movie Rewards in the past. They changed it to Disney Movie Insiders, probably because the rewards were getting less and less. We'll get into that a little bit later. But I spent thousands of dollars, as you can see, on Disney. Obviously not all of it is Disney. Rough estimated because I can't log in anymore. And it's somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 spent specifically for Disney Movie Rewards to get the points. Let's start at the very beginning first of all. What is Disney Movie Insiders or Disney Movie Rewards? If you're not aware of it, hold tight if you are or skip ahead. Basically, you go buy a movie and it has a little coupon code inside. You enter that code and sometimes you get the digital copy. Way back in the beginning, it was only you get points and then those points you can spend on future items. They also had projects where even by opening an email, sometimes they give you points. Or in one case where the guys with the Pizza Planet truck, I met them literally because I was doing a task for Disney Movie Rewards. At the time, I lived close to AMC theaters, which was awesome, except for the fact that they don't have Pepsi, and Regal does. Disney got a deal with Regal, and they said, if you go watch this movie, I don't remember what it was, you're gonna get like 150 points. It was an hour and a half drive or an hour drive each way from my house. It was literally on the other side of town, but I went there instead of Cinemark. Now I live near a Cinemark. Ugh, I prefer AMC way over a Cinemark. AMC was literally like 3 minutes away from my house, so a whole nother video we could get into, but just to sum it up really quick here, our movies are starting to stink. You go spend $40, $60, $80 for a movie, some cases if it's a 4K version or HD 4K, whatever they call it. You go to look at the bonuses and it's like 7 minutes of bonuses. It's like a dragged out commercial. If you're old enough to remember or have some older copies, you'll remember we used to have things like directors' commentaries, or even several of the actors would get in on it or the writers would get on it, and you'd watch the entire movie through and get to listen to them unscripted, just kind of saying their thoughts, and it really helped us like connect with the movie, and not just the movie but the people that made the movie, and it just helped us fall in love with the movies that much more. If you've noticed throughout the years, the movies have gotten a lot less features in them. That's another reason why I think people stop buying movies. Obviously because the elephant in the room, we have Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, all these things, which is hurting us in the long term. Another video for that. They're getting to the point where we're gonna own nothing and we're gonna be happy for it. We're not going to own these movies, and then you're going to have to pay a monthly subscription, and oh, it's only $4. Now it's $14, then it's $19. Watch, it's eventually going to get to $40, $50 a month if you want Disney. I know it sounds crazy right now, but we're going to get to a point where they're coming out with Toy Story 13. I have to say 13 because it's hard to keep track of what number we're on, and I don't want to make up a fictitious number that's real. Like, I can't say Toy Story 5. But anyways, they're going to come out with movies, and you're like, that was really good. I loved it in theaters, or I can't afford to spend $1,000 to go watch it in theaters. I have to wait till it shows up on the stream. It's not going to be there unless you go pay for the membership, and even then they might say, well, it's only going to be here 3 months out of the year during the low times when we don't have very many good movies out. So you're going to be forced to buy the full year subscription. The Disney Movie Rewards, my opinion, was a terrible idea that Disney destroyed it. In fact, I think they should just fixed it instead. They had terrible rewards. The Disney Movie Rewards highly incentivize viewers to go buy new. In case you didn't know this, counterfeit is a very big problem for the movie making companies. You go on eBay, you can buy counterfeit movies all day long. Why go buy a new one for $40, $50, $60 when you can literally get it for $10 on eBay? A lot of these movies, anytime I edited a clip or a scene in my videos, I would always go buy the movie so that way I have a legal license to the movie. And I want to make sure I'm not buying counterfeit, so I'd go buy a real one. Plus, I'm racking up the points for the Disney Rewards, so I would go spend the money on a new one when the movie's already been out for 10, 15 years. I could have bought a used one for just as cheap, but I don't want to risk buying a counterfeit one. It also makes viewers more loyal to the Disney movie franchise. You know, you have Universal, DreamWorks, all these other companies. Whets their appetite a little bit to really hone in on, oh, it's made by Disney. This is awesome. Let's add it to the collection. And even if people are like on the fence, like, I don't know if I really even want this movie. Well, when you're getting 50 bonus points for buying the movie and you're saving up for a behind the scenes tour of the Disney studios, just buy the movie and throw it away. You gotta rack up those points. Now let's talk about the current state of the program, which today it's dead. Before COVID came out, they had these programs where you can pay a ton of points to go behind the scenes and see like all the cool little details, what the movie magic is all about. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was like at least 10,000 points, I think. I feel like it was 15 or 20,000 points per member for like a 6 or 8 hour tour of the backlots. And I was 100% on board. That was the main reason I was saving those. Back before the chaos ended, Crazy Nate actually had a employee, and I was saving up points and trying to prep a trip so we could actually fly out there, do the behind the scenes tours. I'm sure a lot of the stuff they wouldn't let us film because it's confidential. But some of the stuff they probably would have let us film, I want to make a video of that and share it with anyone who doesn't have the funds or the need to get a billion movies so they can get that behind the scenes tour. And then the world ended and they temporarily canceled it. And then after everything came back, life came back to normal, they still didn't have it most of the time. And when you're trying to schedule in advance. And then also, once they made their final announcement that they were closing Disney Movie Insiders, they conveniently didn't have the behind the scenes features either. Another thing that annoyed me with Disney Movie Rewards is the fact that if you didn't buy something or spend your points on something at least once every 365 days, they would just randomly delete all of your points. And I freaked out one day because I went in there and I was like 150 points. What happened? So Panic called live chat. They actually reinstated my points. Kudos to Disney, that's what they should be doing. That was frustrating. And then so you gotta like set an alarm, and to play it safe, do something once every 6 months, just because you don't want to be like, oh, I got 11 months and 20 days left, and then all of a sudden, oh, I was off by 10 points or whatever and you lost. Another thing that was annoying with Disney Movie Rewards is you had Disney Movie Club where you get the movies for like $1 or something for the first 5, and then it's kind of a deal. And that was another thing. Disney Movie Club, the prices were oftentimes the same, if not more expensive, for a brand new movie like Moana just came out. You go buy it at Target or you go buy it from Disney Movie Club because you're a club member. You're going to get a deal, right? Nope. You don't get a deal. You got to pay the same exact price as Target, plus you have to pay shipping. So it's actually more expensive than if you just go to Target. On top of that, Disney Movie Club and Disney Movie Insiders or Disney Movie Rewards, they never communicate with each other. So like you go buy a movie, which is what these are all, most of these are. You buy a movie and then you put in your points. It says, congratulations, you got 50 points for claiming that you bought a Moana movie. And you're like, cool. And then Disney Movie Rewards is like, do you want to spend your points on a Moana movie? And it's like, how stupid are you? Why aren't you connecting the two platforms so they can connect and communicate and then say, hey, you bought 1,000 Disney movies. Here's 5 more that have rewards that you haven't bought yet that we think you should buy if you're trying to rack up more points. No, they don't do that. They were completely in the Stone Age. They didn't spend the time, money, or resources to fix Disney Movie Insiders and Disney Movie Club. It's no surprise they both died. And then on top of it, as we're going to see, a lot of the prizes are junk. The experiences weren't available when they announced that they're closing. And then on top of that, the store was practically empty of everything. And so the only things that you have to buy are literally movies that you already have, which is why you have the points in the first place. But what's the point of getting a movie if you already have it? Because back in the day, you know, I didn't want to be one of those YouTuber sellouts that get sponsored by the slimiest companies ever. So I thought, well, I'll use my Disney Movie Club and I'll buy like 100 movies, you know, and get them for half price and then sell them at retail price. And Amazon and even Shopify, my own store, said I wasn't allowed because I don't have permission. And then Amazon says, well, you have to show 3 receipts showing proof that it's purchased, which I get that. They don't want to sell counterfeit movies. So I show them receipts and they go, oh, you're denied anyways. So the only place I could sell them is eBay. I don't know where I was going with that. That was ADHD side trail. So why would I want to buy a movie with my free points when I already own that movie? Because I can't sell it. And honestly, even when I put it on Shopify on crazynate.com, the company I use said that I couldn't put it on there as a free product, as a giveaway in my show, because I don't have permission from Disney.
I'm gonna lose my freaking mind!
What kind of insanity do we have in this world today? This is all trash, and this is what spending over $5,000 for Disney gets you. And that's another complaint I have. My grandma had like these old antique things with like tons of knickknacks in them, including some of the stuff was Disney stuff. Or even in the late 90s, early 2000s, you get like a McDonald's cool little collector's cup, and it's still good to this day. Nowadays, the trash they give you, it breaks in like a week. It's clearly not designed to be a lifelong memory of their company. So you don't have these emotional attached items to pass on to your loved ones. They're just killing that Disney magic. And honestly, in my opinion, the only thing that's saving Disney right now is the employees that they're paying peanuts to operate. And then just because somebody's real name leaks out of the internet because of some troll trying to do a deep dive research and be like, let's figure out this creator's name. Guess what? Disney cans the creators because of something the creator had no control of, just because they were doing an amazing job at their character role on Disney. So on a side note, if you go to Disneyland or Disney World and you happen to know the real life name of that character, don't call them by their name. Don't break the magic for everyone else. They have to be that character. You literally could be getting them unemployed. Like, it's so insane the direction Disney's going right now. And at the end of the day, it goes back to the shareholders, and that's really what Disney's focusing on now. They're not focusing on the magic for the next generation. When you hear
Coming soon to theaters.
like, it instantly invokes an emotion in you and like gets you all attached to this euphoria that we have towards Disney. And it's just like they don't realize how that can be lost. They think, oh, it's just guaranteed for every generation. You got to earn that though. And I think they're lost. But anyways, I'll start opening some of this, the only things I had to pick from that I feel like I got bamboozled on. And another thing, just like I'm getting all the stuff with my points, they force me to only do one item per shipment. The one nice thing that Disney did is they provide free shipping, which I was shocked. I thought it was going to be a gotcha moment where it's like, oh, it costs $1 to make it. We charge you $5 to ship it, and you can only do one item per shipment type of thing. Because the Disney Movie Club did do stuff like that. Like you buy a movie, oh, it's $5. You buy 4 movies, oh, it's like $20. Like they would astronomically raise the shipping price, not in accordance to what you're actually buying. Like it doesn't cost $20 to ship 4 movies. So what did I get for $5,000? I basically got Iron Man 3. I got a bunch of movies that I A, don't already have, or B, thought the movies were mediocre and didn't want to spend real money to get them. So the Iron Man lovers out there are going to be like, are you kidding me? Actually, now that I think about it, I might already have Iron Man 3. And then they ship them in these things that cause the movies to break. So a lot of them come broken. It's still sealed and one of the 3 sides is broken. So anyway, Star Wars The Force Awakens, that's the next one. I think there was like 2 things I got where I was like, that could be cool. And I think it's in this bag right here. And I'm worried because it came so flat in that bag, but we'll see. So one of the reasons I think Disney Movie Insiders was slowly dying too is because a lot of the rewards literally looked like the type of stuff that they couldn't sell at Disney Movie Club and they couldn't sell in the theme park. So it's like the worst memorabilia that nobody wants. They're like, well, let's just put it on Disney Movie Insiders. It's like their trash can. Like they never made stuff that was exclusive. Well, they might have. I shouldn't say never. It felt like anything that you pick on there wasn't ever custom curated for Disney Movie Insiders. It always felt like it was literally their trash bin. Anything that wasn't worthy enough to sell in the parks, they would just dump there. Like they would literally have printouts that you have to spend points on. Granted, a lot of them are free, which they should be, because it's literally just an image that you print on your computer with your ink. So, oh, here's custom stickers. Well, now you got to go to Walmart, buy one of those stupid $20 or $30 sticker printer papers. You got to have the ink and everything else. You have to have the printer. Like most people can't do that. If you're going to make them spend points, why not just physically ship them the stickers? Like you can literally roll it in an envelope. Next movie, Monkey Kingdom. I got a lot of like nature type of movies because nature movies, like who's paying $40 for a nature movie? I'm not. And that's why it's there. That's literally why it was one of the options of what you can spend your money on. Next, we have the Crimson Wing. It's about a bunch of flamingos. I don't know. But with the pay to watch, like Netflix used to be so good and now it's like only a little bit good. And a lot of that is because all these movie companies took their owned licensed content off of Netflix and put them on their own, like Peacock, for example. Peacock TV. Like most people don't have that. That's one of the peons out there. They still got people on there. And what they do have is The Office because they own it. Before that, The Office was on Netflix. And when I used to have Netflix, I go off and on depending on the mood. And when I was on Netflix, I would just binge The Office all the time. That was like my go-to when I need to de-stress in life. And hence, life is very stressful, so I watched it a lot. I probably watched The Office start to finish, maybe 30 times. Monkey Kingdom, did I already say that? Yeah, I did. So I accidentally got 2 Monkey Kingdoms. So I'll hide, and it'll just say Monkey Kingdom on the website because I won't be able to say what it actually is. And I'll give that away. I'll set that to the side so I don't forget. And that will be a free giveaway to one of y'all. Good luck finding that coupon code if you want a movie about monkeys. Okay, next on the list we have Ice Age. Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaur, and Ice Age A Mammoth Christmas Special. I think I have all these except for the Christmas special, so I literally just bought it for that. Well, spent my points for that. Another thing, there was literally not enough things for me to spend nearly a decade worth of saving points on, unless I bought like 100 Crimson Wing movies. So they had this gambling, or raffle I should call it, where you can just add your points in for a chance to win. Who knows what it was? I don't even remember what it was. And on top of it, no emails going out saying, oh, you picked a winner, go here to see who the winner is, or sorry, here's a Dear John, I assume I didn't win. Who knows how many people literally just dumped all their points into the stupid raffle. And it was literally, I felt like I was throwing them away. I got a D23 Gold individual membership for 2024. 2024, this happened on 8/31. On 8/31, they're saying, oh, you can spend 3,200 points. I can't do the math in my head, so we'll put it right here. You have to get roughly that many movies, we're talking Blu-ray or 4K, to be able to afford a D23 Gold individual membership, and it's only good for like, what, 4 months? Not even 4 months. That's the end of 1 month, so like 3 months. And then on top of it, I have to make a separate video about this because I'm very disappointed in Disney. They have legal disclaimer in their website that you have to be very careful on and decide if you want to actually agree to their terms of service. Because if anything, God forbid, ever happened to you at any of the Disney parks, joining this gold membership or Disney Movie Plus, you literally are waiving your rights to where they're not liable for what happens to you, which is a very scary situation to be in, where these multi-billion-dollar companies are not held accountable when gross negligence happen and something terrible happens to them. So I want to give out a big disclaimer before I do this. I personally will not agree to the terms of service, which also means when the update came out, I stopped renewing my Disney Plus membership because it's in there too. So that being said, I have a Disney Gold individual membership, which literally you're only going to get 1 month probably because it's going to be this month. You have to renew it before the end of this year. And then also know it's auto renew. So you have to cancel it as soon as you sign up, then cancel. Like literally same day, sign up, then cancel. And you'll get one package, hopefully, of a month. That being said, I'll provide the code somewhere in this video, and you don't use that on my website, you use that on Disney's website to get yourself a D23 membership, and I'll probably have to make a separate video about how dangerous that is, and hopefully if enough of us protest, Disney will update their terms and remove that from their terms of service. That membership, if you were to just go buy it outright, it's a $100 membership. So you're spending this much money on movies, and they won't even make it a 365-day membership. Like, okay, just let me finish out this year, or let that code go through and then let me use it for a whole new year next year. Very, very shady. It's arbitration. Arbitration, that's the major cuss word we're talking about in their terms of service. And they put it at the very top and they say, be careful, read carefully, big, bold font. They're being very loud and clear on purpose because they 100% intend to use it. Shang-Chi, good movie, but wasn't good enough. Like, I don't know if a single person requested that in my movies. A lot of these movies, it's just, they're not making them for us. They're making them for their platform. And what I mean by that is they need X amount of content for you to say it's worth buying Disney Plus because look at all these shows. They're spreading their money out as far as they can to get as many shows as they can. Obviously makes sense, but we're paying for it for the battle going on with these streaming wars right now because eventually they're going to die, some of them. And the smaller channels, what's going to happen is they'll be reabsorbed back into Disney or back into Universal, the big dogs, and you only have 3 or 4 streaming platforms. But until then, we have to either pick and choose which ones we get, and we only get a couple because we can't afford all of them, or we have to spend a ton of money to get them all. which is crazy. Next, we got Chimpanzees. That's a good movie that you don't want to have to pay for. The logic, so many things to think about with Disney movie rewards. And I know I'm kind of nerding out here, but it's relaxing, just my honest opinion here. Like, they can't let you just do multiple rewards in one shipment to save shipping costs and save the environment. Like, this could have all been put in one box. And these stupid sticky cardboard paper have no protection for your movies. I couldn't tell you how many times I got movies from Disney Movie Club or Disney Movie Rewards where the movie, okay, this one's not broken, where the movie's literally broken. The Muppets, I got that, which I think I have that, but I think it's on DVD. Let's go different here. Let's get this hard cardboard thing. I don't remember what this one is. It says The Boys, the Sherman Brothers story, Waking Sleeping Beauty. I think this is like behind the scenes photos or something. It's actual photos with Walt Disney. I'm sure they're reprints, obviously. I might frame that one. It's kind of pixelated though. It looks like the picture was in front of a screen or something. I'm not happy with the resolution on it. And it's like, well, you got it for free. Why are you complaining? Well, not really. You didn't really get it for free. You had to buy a ton of movies, overpriced movies. Because that's another thing. Back in the day, it was like $20 for a movie. And it came with hours, sometimes like 10 plus hours of behind the scenes. They even had video games on these movies. If you're old enough, you remember your DVD remote control, you could play video games in your movie because it had so much content on it. And now you go watch a movie and it's like a really long trailer basically, or 3 deleted scenes that weren't even finished and were kind of boring. And that's your bonus that you spent $60 on. So yeah, I would say this was you basically did pay for this with Disney Movie Reward, which is another thing that I predict. Their movies are going to sell a lot worse now without having Disney Movie Club or Disney Movie Rewards, because you're breaking that system of that connection, that family that you had. I went to the Target the other day to buy a movie I needed for a video I was working on. And granted, the Target I have, it has one of the smallest square footage of all the Targets, so they lose a lot of features that other Targets have. They threw away the entire movie section for vinyl records. Like, how dumb is that? Like, yeah, vinyl records are trendy for the moment, but it's only a moment. Most people don't buy vinyls. It's a very small group of people that buy vinyls. And to throw away the entire movie section, it really shows the direction that the movie companies are going. They don't want you to have physical copies anymore of these movies. A fanny pack. And it says Disney Plus. And it's see-through practically. I can see through it. So this is like a 50-cent Alibaba fanny pack that they slap their logo on. And you burn a ton of points to get. But there is nothing else to get. So it's like, what do I do? Just get more movies that I have? I guess I should have just got more movies to give to you guys. Here's another one. Cats. Not Lion King, but Cats. And I'm not mad at them. Well, I am. But I'm not mad at them for what I picked because I get it. I'm the guy that picked it. I pushed the button. It's just I'm mad at the system that spent all these years saving up for like a behind-the-scenes tour only to get rug pulled. And now there's no behind-the-scenes tour. Like, even if couldn't they have shut the program down and said, look, all the features we've had in the past, we're going to have them again, and you can't add more points after this date, but we're going to give an entire year to plan flights, hotels, transportation, in case you want a real-life experience, and maybe that was the whole reason why you spent the points in the first place. Could they do that? Yeah. Did they? No, of course not. Same reason that they have literally people changing their entire life so they could work at these parks to be homeless. Don't know about that? Yeah, there's a lot of Disney employees homeless. Anyway, Snow Buddies. I'm sure this is the franchise from Air Bud back in the day. They keep making stuff like, I don't know, I've never seen it. And I wouldn't buy it. So I got it for free. Next we have Star Wars Return of the Jedi, which I think I have this in a lot of versions, but I was like, it's Return of the Jedi, just in case it gets scratched or damaged or lost. Plus, it'll be a great Christmas gift, so I'm sorry I'm not giving that one away. That one's staying in my collection. Next, we have Black Panther, which I also think I have this. I'll double check. If I already have it, I'll put a code floating in this video somewhere for it. If I do have it, you won't find the code. No, The Jungle Book, which I have this already, but on DVD. Check this out. This is my space popcorn. I designed the bag. I make the candy. This isn't like Alibaba stuff. This is made in America. And you can get these at crazynate.com, or you can go to walmart.com or amazon.com. Right now, the best deal is crazynate.com. I'm saving the bag for last. If it is what I think it is, that will be the grand finale. And literally, a decade of buying movies. And it's the only thing I really was looking forward to, which maybe you think I'm weird, but next is Rogue One. Definitely wouldn't waste money on this movie. So I was glad to get that for free. And it was the DVD version. I think they had DVD and Blu-ray, but I didn't even want to waste points on the movie. But I figured I should at least have one form of that in my library. Obviously, with Disney... Oh, Rogue One. Apparently I love it a lot. Let's give away Rogue One. Now, the thing that we've all been waiting for, or I've been waiting for. I ordered this stuff like weeks ago, if not a month ago, and life has just been so busy. Black Friday and everything, trying to get everyone's orders out. I did get caught up on orders, so they are shipping usually within 24 hours again. Here we go. Jungle Book. It's a lunchbox. What do I need a lunchbox for? I don't know. I like it. I thought it was going to be cheaper than it is. I mean, it is on the cheap side. Back when I was in elementary school, I had the brown paper bags for my lunches, and all the cool kids had like cool lunch boxes. I personally like the metal ones, not these flimsy ones. It's a Jungle Book, and I thought that was cool. Maybe one day I'll have a kid and I'll let them use that. Or these are also good for putting all your crayons and pencils and coloring stuff in, or movies. I guess you can put movies in them. It fits. So yeah, Jungle Book lunchbox. Roughly will be on the conservative side. I think it was closer to $8,000 or $9,000 that I spent to get all those points. What you're also not seeing is I bought a Disney Movie Plus membership, which I didn't use. So I'll put that up here if I didn't use it. D23 membership, I bought that. And I spent hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of points on their stupid raffle that they had. So basically just threw my points away. So disappointed in Disney, and that's understatement. And like all these Moana 2, Toy Story 10, Inside Out 2, like everything's like, what are they gonna come out with next year? Inside Out 5? 4, 3, like the movies are no longer exciting. The stories rarely pull you in. Inside Out 2 was a decent one for storytelling, but it's still like they're stretching for new characters because there's no new character development. We have already met all these characters, so they have to muddy the waters with even more characters, and it's not as amazing as the first movie was. It's hurting. Anyways, I am going to keep making videos, just don't make them as much. I spend a lot of time on the candy. I only have one really cool bag for the flavor space popcorn. The space popcorn is 4 ounces. Everything else that has the bag with just the sticker on it are 3 ounces. So this is the best deal because they're all the same price. I'm working on making custom bags for all the other flavors. It takes me a couple weeks just to make one bag design because I'm really picky about like every little detail of it, and I'm not just sending it out to an art design person. I'm doing all the work in-house. And so yeah, videos are coming out. I'm gonna make more, and it's just not at the speed that it used to be. And unfortunately, the algorithm says short form videos are what people want. So I'm curious what your guys' opinion on it. Do you wish I made just a ton of shorts more often, or do you wish I would stay with the more long form video where I just put everything I can about that movie in one video? I'm curious to hear what you say. I legitimately want to know, the people that actually watch my videos, what is it that you want? Do you want me to make these videos where I just put everything I can into one video? Here you go, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Or do you want me to spread it out and make tons of little 20-second bloop about this movie? Here's the 30-second bloop about that movie. Tell me what you think. Going into the new year, hopefully it'll be a new season for both of us. Thanks for watching. Share a smile. Disney, if you're watching, I'll give you one of my smiles. It's about as invested as you were in Disney Movie Insiders, am I right? Do better, Disney. Anyways, thanks. Bye.